Hello students, welcome back to the English Danny channel. Today I'm going to show you how to expand your vocabulary and improve your English speaking and comprehension skills by applying one simple point of grammar. But first, I have to remind you to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and to please like and share this video if you enjoy it because it helps our channel a lot. Thank you. So here is the simple point of grammar. It's how to turn an adjective into an adverb. First, remember that an adjective is a word that describes or gives more information about a noun. Here are some simple examples. Nice. A nice man gave me some advice today. Our teacher is very nice. Helpful. I gave a big tip to the helpful driver of the taxi. Was your last class helpful? Here are some slightly more difficult examples. Romantic. My wife loves romantic movies. Can you be more romantic? Public. This is a public restroom. Anyone can use it. This video is now public. Anyone can watch it. Notice that an adjective usually comes right before the noun that it describes. Nice man, helpful driver, romantic movies, public restroom. In some cases, it can appear at the end of a sentence in which you identify something using a word like is. So, is nice, was helpful, be romantic, is public. Okay, so that's an adjective. Now, an adverb is a word that describes or gives more information about a verb. Here are a couple of examples. Quickly. This word means to do an action in a fast way or a quick way. This is the adverbial form of the adjective quick. The winner of the race ran quickly. Happily. This word means to do an action in a happy way or with a happy attitude. This is the adverbial form of the adjective happy. So, the whole team worked happily on the project together. Notice that an adverb usually is placed close to the verb that it describes. Ran quickly, worked happily. But as you get more confident at English, you'll notice that adverbs are a little bit more free in their position. They can be moved around in a sentence more. But don't worry, when you're just learning, try to keep the adverb close to the verb it gives information about. So let's go back to the adverb examples I just used, quickly and happily. These words show the basic rule of grammar of this lesson. And that rule is turning adjectives into adverbs. Many adverbs, maybe even most adverbs, end in that suffix ly. If you want more information about suffixes, by the way, check out our English Danny video explaining what prefixes and suffixes are. Now, so for quick, the adjective quick, just add the ly ending and you make it an adverb, quickly. For happy and other adjectives ending in the letter y, you change that letter y to I and then add ly to get the adverb form. The reason is not important, but it has to do with how that word sounds. So listen, happy, happily. That little sound changed from E to ly, so we changed the letter Y to I to indicate a sound change. Happy becomes happily. Lazy becomes lazily. Crazy becomes crazily. Dirty becomes dirtily, and so on. Okay, now let's go back to the example adjectives I used at the beginning. And those were nice, helpful, public, and romantic. Can you turn these into adverbs? Well, nicely, helpfully, publicly. Romantic is an irregular case. This word, when it becomes an adjective, ends in A-L-L-Y, but it's still pronounced romantically. There are other words similar to this that also end in A-L-L-Y for their adverb forms. Those examples include academic, which becomes academically, and sarcastic, which becomes sarcastically. All right, so how do we use these words? The waiter very nicely gave us some advice. How did he give the advice? He gave it in a nice way. He gave it nicely. This company is publicly traded on the stock exchange. How is it traded? Publicly. It's public, so anyone can buy stock in it. These two celebrities are romantically involved. How are they involved? Romantic way. They are in a romance together. Here is another case which looks like an A-L-L-Y adverb, but it isn't. And that word is usually. This adverb is just the adverb form of the adjective usual, plus the usual ly ending, usually. So I could say ly is the usual ending of an English adverb. English adverbs usually end in ly. Just to make things a little more confusing for you, though, there are some English adjectives which end in ly. They're not adverbs. So here are some examples. Friendly, lonely. These are not adverbs, they're adjectives. So you could say a friendly person, a lonely person. And actually, these adverbs do not have adverbial forms. If you want to use them as an adverb, you have to use a construction like in a friendly way. Well, luckily, that's all you need to know for today's lesson. And fortunately, now that you know this rule, you can expand your vocabulary twice every time you learn a new adjective. Because once you know an adjective, you probably know the adverb form of it too. Please subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and also like and share this video if you found it helpful. Be sure to check out some of our other videos if you want to get even better at learning English. And hopefully, I will see you next time.